Hello and welcome to EOT. So this video is about a minigame idea for EVE Online for the site Just. Now, if you don't know what Just is, it was briefly mentioned at FanFest recently. Alright, so enjoy the footage on screen whilst we go through the minigame idea. But first, a little bit about Just About. Just About is a site where gamers can make real life cash for simply being part of the Just About community. And you take part in what is called bounties. These bounties can also cover other games as well, but they have a section for EVE Online. They come up with an idea, such as one at this point where you can earn $1,000, and that bounty is to simply create a huge sort of in real life tribute to EVE Online. So it can literally be anything. So you could build something out of wood or something like that, and take a picture and take part. So if you want to take part in essentially what this is, just head over to justabout.com and get stuck in. So what is a minigame exactly? Well, a minigame is another game within a game. So it's a short, self-contained game experience that's integrated into the larger video game itself. And it's often referred to as a diversion from the main gameplay. Provides like a break or a unique challenge, that sort of thing. Minigames can be found in various formats, from simple arcade style games to more complex strategy or sort of puzzle based things. They can be used to reward players, unlocking content, or simply just add a bit of variety to the overall game itself. So my idea for a winning game within EVE Online runs along the gambling side of things. Now, many of you will state that the hypernet is gambling. However, you and I both know that the hypernet can be fixed. Simply set up your own hypernet, buy half the tickets, and then you have a 50-50 shot at winning your own prize back plus the ISK. So we need to remove the said fixing ability of the game within the game. So the question is, how? So for a minigame, my idea is a simple in-station card game. Whilst there is lots of card games within the world, such as blackjack, etc., mine will be based on how the pot total looks. So if you had a prize pool of, say, 50 million ISK, the winning match would be lower in terms of cards. So the idea is based around blackjack, but it's moving in a different direction, because players would not only be allowed to bet ISK, they could also bet ships and modules that match the buy-in. For instance, a true Sancho Wart Scramble is around 120 million ISK. So if the pot total is 150 mil, a player could bet that module and 30 million ISK, i.e. using ships and blueprints to the same effect. So you can use pretty much everything that you can get in game to add to the pot total. So if you had like a hangar full of ships that you didn't want anymore, you could just use a whole load of them to buy into the game. CCP could also add their own game prizes, such as, say, a 10-run blueprint copy of a T2 such as Cat Recharger, Shield Rechargers, that sort of thing, or maybe faction frigates and destroyers. The choice, obviously, would be sort of totally theirs. A game called Backarat is a game that's based to the value closest to 9. So my game runs off this. The dealer is a CCP bot. 4 players can join said game, and the dealer then draws 2 cards at random. So unlike blackjack or baccarat, the value is not fixed. So the dealer draws 2 cards and sets the limit. But we will take baccarat rules here. So a 10, a jack, a queen, and a king are worth 0. 2 to 9 have a face value, and the ace is only worth 1. The game is set by pot total to 50 to 100 mil, 150 mil, and so on. CCP will have bots for these set amounts up to 1 billion total pots, so it doesn't get too ridiculous, so it does stay within affordable range. And to join a game, you've got to submit your ISK modules, ships, etc., and then hit submit, and then you're locked in. So there's no way for a player that can back out of the game once they submit and mess with the game that's going on. So for instance, a dealer draws a 7 and 9. The pot total is now 16. Players have to draw or stand or fold to get that total. The games will continue until a player reaches that point, the pot total staying the same until the game is won. There is no near or a player is closer number. It has to be matched for the win. So if all 4 players draw and neither has 16, all 4 do not have 16, the dealer resets sets another one. So it can be a 4 and a 4. New pot total is 8. That way, the games continue until somebody matches that point. So it has to be based on a direct value match, i.e. 16, 4, or 20, whatever. The minigame would not be region set. It would stretch across the whole of EVE Online, including Pochevent and Wormhole Space. So anyone anywhere can play. As I said, the game is based off of a collection of other card games, but a game not able to be fixed or cheated on. And the card total and draws are completely and utterly random. Therefore, it cannot be fixed. So that's my idea for a minigame within EVE Online, a completely random set draw card game that players could play. So please discuss in the comments, give an idea, or simply smash the subscribe button. And don't forget to head over to justabout.com and sign up. They also have a Discord where you will find some big EVE names as well. So take care and fly dangerous.